it. Like, I cannot believe this. Like, it was like 20 people.
I can put you in my club. What's up?
Hey guys, it's Stormy and Chasity. Welcome to our channel. So today we're going to be doing a story time. I mean, the last story time we did, everyone was like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. I mean, this is such a great story. We want you guys to do another. So we decided, what the heck, let's do another one. And so this story time is something that is pretty interesting. I mean, it happened like, how long ago was that? 4 years ago? I think it was 4 years ago. What happened was we basically got caught having sex by the whole entire school. I mean, if you consider that apartment complex, the entire school. Yeah, basically the entire school saw us having sex. And if they didn't see us, they heard about it. And yeah, it was super embarrassing. So let's just get right into it. So before we hop into this video, we want to say make sure you guys go follow us on all our social medias. Make sure you go to Instagram and follow us at stormandchasreallife. The link to that will be in the description box. Also, make sure that you follow us on our Snapchat. Codes will appear right here. Take a snapshot of those. Look, I said here with the wine. Take a snapshot of those and make sure that you go and follow us on Snapchat. All right, I'm gonna start the story off because I feel like I have the most vivid memory of what happened that night. It was just a normal night. You know, I come and see Chasity on the weekends. This is first semester of freshman year of college. I would come and see her on the weekends, and obviously we hadn't seen each other in the whole week, so we would get it popping. So what happened was I drove like I normally do from my school to her school. It took me about 45 minutes. It was a normal day. We went out to eat. I got there. We chilled. We cuddled. We watched a little bit of TV, the regular, and we had drank. I think we had drank something that night, didn't we?
I don't think so.
We might have didn't drink. I don't know.
We weren't even old enough to buy alcohol.
Oh, that's right. We were 18. Okay, so we didn't drink, but we are naturally high on life and high on seeing each other that we just take it overboard. So, anyways, that night, Chastity's roommate would always leave on the weekend because she knows that we didn't care. Like, we were all in the open space.
Like, you either gonna leave or you gonna watch.
Pretty much it.
Take your pick.
Yeah, it was crazy. So at first, the first couple of times she would just like stay and she would just be like awkwarded out. But and it's so weird because now I think about it, I'm like, that's so messed up. Like, you legit just put them in the awkward situation. And she would never say anything about it. But then she started getting to the point where she was like,
I'm about
okay. Go. So that night she decided to leave. She was like, she knew it was about to happen. So she left and when she went to her friend's house, and her friend stays like a couple of apartments down. And so we were like getting it popping, but naturally it gets escalated and I get loud. I'm a loud. Okay, y'all know what I mean, loud. So we're doing our thing. It's getting loud.
Why are you doing this? It wasn't like this.
It was getting loud. And all of a sudden, well, this also takes me back to the time that you were tied up and she walked in, but that's another story. Is that the same night? Okay.
No, different thing.
Okay, so anyways.
Is it? I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like
I don't think it was. I really don't think so. No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
Are you
sure?
sure?
Wasn't, because
okay.
this was a whole nother situation. This is the other time with the wall on the couch.
Oh, okay. Okay, here we go. So let's keep going because I'm starting to think about other stories. Okay, so we were just like doing it normally, and there's like a light on, like there's like a light in the background, and I want to say it's like the bathroom light or something like that. Like it's creating a shadow.
It was like all the lights, like kitchen and a bathroom light.
Oh yeah, it was creating a shadow.
Because I lived in like an efficiency in my freshman year of college, so it was like an efficiency apartment. Like there was no bedroom. It was just like kitchen, living room, bedroom, bathroom. So the living room and the bedroom was connected. There was no wall. Mm-hmm. So, and there was like a huge window over here. So here's the living room, here's the bedroom, here's the giant window.
Yeah. So there's like creating a silhouette of our bodies on the window, which is already weird because you would think that you would either hang up a curtain or something. I don't know. But so the lights are creating this like silhouette of our body in the window, and we're already kind of like loud. So it went on for a couple of, you know, I don't know how long it was, but her roommate had walked in. Like, she opened the door because it was so loud. Like, I guess she was gonna tell us, like,
y'all need to chill out, calm down. Yeah.
But so she opened the door and she just like looked in and then she just closed the door. So we're like.
Then she came back and she was like, you know, everybody can see y'all.
Yeah. She's like, you know, everybody can see y'all, right?
I was like, how? And like, it was a silhouette, but it was like, you know how like the blinds, like you close them and like they're closed, but there's like these little like
the lines.
holes and shit.
Yeah.
There was like a group of other college students like looking in the little holes.
They were all looking at us, literally. They were all looking at us do it. Like, I cannot believe this. Like, it was like 20 people. There were like 20 people outside our window. And they were like looking at us do it. And we're like,
really? We were so embarrassed. We were like, we have to stay in here. We're not going outside.
And after that, girls were like following her around campus, like trying to figure out.
Yeah, like the next day I went outside and like, it was like the next morning she had left. And like, there's this girl, like she was so freaking ratchet. She was like, hey, was you fucking last night? I was like, bitch, were you fucking last night? Like, what are you talking about? And it didn't dawn on me. I was like, bruh, like,
everybody was looking.
They were like, they really saw. Like,
and then I think it also got around the apartments because like it became like this big thing. Like, it wasn't just like, oh, we were just looking. It was like, we're looking and we're telling that.
Yeah, and then like every time they saw her, that's like all they really would think about.
Both of us. Girls were trying to get at her and trying to get with her because of that. They were trying to figure out what's really going down in the DM. So it was crazy because I was just like, oh my God, like I was freaking out. I was so embarrassed. Like the next semester when I went to the school, I figured people were only gonna know me as the girl who was doing it in the window. Like I figured I wasn't gonna be an actual, but people, I guess they forgot.
They forgot, yeah. It was hilarious though.
It was not as hilarious. I mean, I felt so bad for her roommate. Her roommate walked in on us having sex all the freaking time.
Like it literally, like it was like every time. Like there wasn't a time we ever had sex in that apartment that she did not see some glimpse of it.
So over the weekend, she used to literally disappear for the entire weekend, go next door to her friend's house because she knows that.
Yeah, and she would come back on like Monday morning.
So when we finally got our apartment and we actually like we moved in together, but it was in the same apartment complex. She was like, "Yay, you guys can do it everywhere y'all want, all over your apartment." And yeah.
You know what's so funny? It's like once you actually move in together, it was like it wasn't.
Yeah.
Like, what is that? It was not different. It was It was different.
It was different. It wasn't. It was like I like the thrill. I
like when people was watching. Like I legit felt like I was like, you know, kinky or something.
It was low key fun as hell. Like when people were watching, but after they stopped watching or whatever, we just became boring, old, you know. But it was so crazy, like
if you guys would have seen, it was like it wasn't like one person, like it was a group of motherfuckers, like men,
looking at us.
They were like just looking, like, and we never thought like someone would be standing by the window because like we're not looking at the window. And so my roommate brought it to our attention, and then we kind of noticed the holes too. And we had even, remember we went outside to see if you could see? And we were like, we went outside to see if you could see, and we were just like,
it was literally like you could see like straight through,
bro. Like you could literally, I was like, did they really see? Like,
and like we were on some next level freaky
like
shit.
We weren't just, you know.
It was.
And I was just like, I wonder if they saw that.
They saw the whole thing because they were just staring. Eventually, I wanted to go outside and be like, okay, can y'all leave now? It's over. But they were just, I don't know. This was the time that the whole entire school basically saw us have sex. Yeah. They did. The whole university, basically, okay?
Like, literally, like, bruh. The whole freshman class.
They saw us getting it popping.
Yes, bro. They saw it. They saw it.
So, I hope you guys...
I wonder if anybody, like, if you were there, it would be so 1 in a million, but, like, what if someone in the comments was like, bruh, I remember that. I was there. I saw... Like, what?
No! I'm gonna be like, no! Please don't.
At least they weren't able to take pictures through the, like, cracks.
That is true.
Because, like, if they would have been taking pictures, that would have been, like, life-changing.
That would have been. Because I don't think you can get expelled from that because you're having sex, but...
No.
it still would have been extremely embarrassing. It was embarrassing feeling like they were.
I wasn't really embarrassed. I was kind of upset. Like, I was like irritated. I was like, it's so childish. Like,
I was embarrassed not even to go to that college. Like,
why would you be looking at someone like that? Like, it's just weird. Like, why? That's just weird. I would never do that.
And then people were asking us for threesomes after that. Like, the next door neighbor.
Dude, that actually, yeah. Like, literally the next week, Stormy came over and like the girl who lived above us came down. Next door. She knocked on the door and was like, hey, do y'all want to have a threesome? Yeah. And then we're like, what? And we're like, and then she was like, the only, it was monster. But like,
we basically like
we like distinguished ourselves as being
freak
like,
meats.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I didn't even go there. They knew me.
They didn't even know us. Like, cause I never talked to any of those people. But then I was like,
they knew us after that. Exactly. Knew us after that. So yeah, all right guys, this was our story time about how the whole university caught us having sex. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to see another story time for us, let us know in the comments. Also, let us know what you thought about this story and all our goods hanging out and everybody seeing them. All that stuff happened.
Like, that was crazy.
Make sure y'all follow us on all our social medias. All the links will be down below. And
do you want us to do another story time or not?
Or not? All right, guys, that's about it. I think we're gonna close it up now. We love you. We love you. Don't be fake. Until then, peace.